saw this and I laughed out loud.
Who are we feeling bad for before I do that?
Hot people. People that are just smoking hot. They're beautiful people. Hot people are complaining about their terrible times they go through because they're so good looking.
Oh, I'm sorry, Roxanne.
It's so bad.
It'll be okay, Rox.
Yeah, there's a Reddit thread that has popped up, and beautiful, good-looking, attractive, gorgeous people are entering a discussion on how tough it is, the disadvantages of life, of being so good-looking.
All right, you're joking about it, but I've seen like ridiculously hot women say how they are so hot, nobody even wants to take a crack at them.
It's a special interest group,
You know what?
for sure.
This has come up on the show in the past.
It has.
This is not like something brand new that is just developed here on the MJ Moore. This has come up numerous times, but there's a new Reddit discussion that's gaining traction with jillions of responses, and then there are news stories that are now popping up about this Reddit thread of this pretty privilege. So here's a thread, physical appearance, and people being so good looking. One of the questions was, what was your horrible experience for being attractive? And this is getting a lot of traction, and it's going viral. Good-looking people, folks with amazing bodies, or sometimes you have an amazing body and your face is a wreck. Sometimes you have the whole total package. Sometimes you have a great-looking face, and the body's not model-esque. So you get all the different. In my case, it's all of that is a disaster. So
you're referring to yourself, right?
Yeah, and we still have to find out where you're damaged. By the way, we haven't gotten to that.
You want to go to phones on this?
But I want a little more details. Like what are the problems that they're talking about? I do want to go to phones on this, but what are these people in particular complaining about?
What they're saying is that they have interaction problems. People are standoffish, or they don't assimilate well. People don't converse. They're intimidated because they're so good looking. It's a whole litany of problems that they claim. So here, being attractive enough to get hit on, but when you're not interested, they pick out something to make you feel like bleep about, so they don't feel bad about being rejected. That's what one person wrote. Here's another one. I've been accused a few times of flirting with men when I'm literally just doing my job. I don't want your crusty ass man. Did you get whooping cough on this cruise?
Yeah, I did. I'm going to whoop it all over you.
No, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I hope you didn't get COVID. We got COVID. We got like 19
I have a couple cases in the building.
19 people out on COVID right now in this building. I've met a shocking amount of men who think if they can get my self-esteem low enough, I'll be into them. It's insane. When people who are your friends take every chance they can to criticize your appearance or anything else because they're so attractive, some of the friends are trying to look for ways to tear you down.
Just like passively, aggressively, just take little shots at him?
Yeah. Here's a drop-dead gorgeous woman. I've experienced others pretending to be friends just to be seen with me.
All right,
sounds
like a stretch.
The question is, are you so attractive that it's a problem? Or would you like to add anything to this conversation? What do you think about hot people, attractive people complaining about their horrible experiences because they're so good looking? Is that you? Are you so good looking that you've had bad experiences? Or maybe it's just the opposite. Maybe it opens up every freaking door in the world for you. If you want to use your name, that's fine. If you want to be anonymous hottie, that's fine. Any comments in between, any observations you've made about this particular situation, 800-990-1047. That's how you get on. 800-990-1047. That's how you get on the MJ Morning Show right now. Let's grab Anonymous in Brandon wants to talk about pretty privilege. Good morning, Anonymous.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Are you so attractive that it's a problem?
It has been in the past, for sure.
How old are you?
I am 52.
And you sound a lot younger, by the way. At 52, what have your problems been? What have you experienced?
I look a lot younger too, but yeah, especially when I was a teenager, when I would babysit, I would get hit on by the dads all the time.
Jeez, the dad want to drive you home?
So, I would just, find a new job because that was very, uncomfortable.
How old were you when you were getting hit on by dads as a babysitter?
It started when I was about 15.
Oh, 15 or 16?
Oh, wow.
15.
Oh, my
and
God.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaking creepy.
Yeah, and then it was my birthday when I was babysitting for this family, and I told the dad, he's like, "Oh, you're 16, you need a birthday kiss," and I'm like, "I do
What?
not."
Wait a second. Wait, a dad told you need a birthday kiss?
You need a birthday kiss.
My God. Did you tell the mother that the husband wanted to give you a birthday kiss at 16?
No, but I never babysat for them again.
Oh, my God. All right. So now, at this point in your life, what are the issues? Any problems?
Not as much. I'm definitely older, but I do get hit on. I know when I was a waitress, I used to get, asked out all the time, and I would find out like these people were married, and I didn't date a lot just because, just lots of uncomfortable experiences.
Are you married now?
I'm engaged.
Oh, wow.
Oh, congratulations.
Have you been married prior?
Yes, I was married for 22 years.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, you sound like you're like 30, by the way.
Yeah. But it's definitely, I think, been mostly an advantage, just, but those few things just make it, I was very.
What about your friend group? Have you ever had friends that were intimidated, or you think you've not had as many friends because you were attractive?
I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think that's been an issue.
All right, anonymous, pretty privileged call number one. Thank you. Let me grab Jill in Sarasota. Jill, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, how are you? Good morning.
Hey, Jill, go ahead.
Hi.
All right, so what's your story?
I could give you years worth of material. Years worth of material.
It sounds
hold
like
on.
you're in a wind tunnel right now. Are you doing a photo shoot where your hair's blowing
No,
back?
it sounds like she's on the beach
Yeah.
and the hurricane's coming
I'm
by.
outside.
All right, Jill, can you shield the
I'll go
wind?
inside.
Can you shield the wind a little bit?
Okay, I'm inside
All
now.
right, all right, good.
Much
All right.
better.
All right, go ahead.
I said I could give you all years worth of bullying and harassment.
All right, give us a couple of the top items. So, Jill, you're saying that you're extremely attractive. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if it's extremely.
All right. So, what's happened? Give me some of the stories of. Let's just assume you're hot. All right. So, what's happened?
It's just years worth of bullying and harassment ever since high school. Started in high school, and it hasn't stopped to this day. Women especially are the worst. I have all guy friends. And even some guys, if you reject them, they get angry and bitter, and they come at you. So
Would you say that being very attractive has been a curse?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So you would rather be less attractive?
No.
All right, it's a curse,
I mean, you'll take the
but you
curse.
wouldn't trade it.
Heck no.
All right. Jill, thanks for the call. Let me grab Johnny. Johnny's next on the MJ Morning Show. Coffee, Johnny? Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. I love your show. Listen to it every morning on my way
Thank
to
you.
work.
Appreciate that. Go ahead.
Yes, I've had a problem for the last 40 years, I guess. Until here lately, I've gotten older, so it's not quite as bad. But every time we'd go to a restaurant in the past, women would hit on me in front of my wife, and they would just literally sit there and talk to me right in front of her like she wasn't even there. And so it caused a lot of problems, and my wife would dream about it at night that I was cheating on her.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. other night she'd wake up in the middle of the night.
Like-
You've been cheating on me. I know you have.
Oh, she wakes up with
So-
like the sweats.
Yeah.
Johnny, what's the status of this marriage now?
Fine.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're great.
All right, so
I
you made
didn't
it through.
cheat on her. I never cheated on her. I've been married 37 years
That's
now. And
fantastic.
they still hit on me. I'm older, but they still do that.
Johnny, thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
I have great news for all these hot people.
That opens up a line, by the way, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. Yeah, want to hear from hot people that say it's a curse or, what problems have arisen because you're smoking hot.
I have great news. If you're smoking hot and it's causing problems, eventually you will get old and you will not be as hot and you won't have to deal with
Well,
those
listen,
problems.
Roxanne, that's not necessarily true. You'll always be hot in your
category.
I mean, there are hot. I mean, we had our first caller was 52,
Right.
And she still might have the effects of her unfortunate hotness.
Yeah, every line is ringing. Let me grab a couple more here. Did I lose Evan?
You know what I want to hear from Evan or from David or
Yeah.
the other people online? I want them to compare themselves to a celebrity just so we can kind of
All right.
picture them as they're telling us how hot they are.
David in Tampa. Go ahead, David. You're up.
Hey, I'm in the military. I need to say, I'm not an attractive person, but I supervised a girl that was very, very attractive, and it caused all sorts of nightmare for other troops and trying to deal with
All right, so was this what, Army or what?
Air Force out at MacDill.
All right, so
And,
MacDill Air Force Base, and you had an enlisted airman that was a
Correct. Yeah,
woman.
an enlisted airman woman who was very attractive and constantly getting hit on, and it just created a nightmare around her and trying to navigate that crap. And then
So how did you navigate it? How did you? And what was your rank at the time? Were you in a supervisory role?
I was, yeah. I was a higher supervisor enlisted role, and yeah, just you'd have to issue paperwork. You have to have.
So were you like a sergeant or staff sergeant or
I was a master sergeant.
master sergeant? Okay. All right. So how did you navigate the hot female airmen around all the guys?
Basically keep your mouth shut, focus on your mission, focus on your job. But it's annoying. I don't want to say I'm glad eventually she moved on because it was just an extra,
Wow. Was she wearing hot, tight-fitting fatigues?
She was a beautiful woman, but I also have a beautiful wife, so I didn't have to get sucked into all that.
I mean, it wasn't her
Gotcha.
fault, though.
No, that wasn't.
No, of course
She's
not.
trying to serve her
Absolutely not,
country.
But,
David.
you get guys from the middle of Kentucky that never seen a cute girl in their life, and next thing you know,
Yeah.
it's,
All right.
Yeah,
Looney Tunes.
I got you. Thank you, David. Appreciate it. Sam is up next on the MJ Morning Show. All right, a few more calls and we got to move on. Sam, hi, you're up.
Good morning. Appreciate your time and your show. Real quick, college. I went to a small college in Palm Beach, and so small network of girls. The girls that flirt with you, it either clicks or it doesn't. So here's the flip side of being a guy and being somewhat attractive. I've been cast in scenes, feature film, Mr. 3000. I've been in scenes with Chris Noth, Angela Bassett, people like that.
Wow.
So I'm not hard to look at. So, and that's why I got cast. I was a stand-in. I got cast just because of the way I looked, is what the director said. And I was a reporter and a photographer and all that. But getting back to college days, the girls that would flirt with you and you didn't feel a click or anything, they would get their feelings hurt and then spread rumors that you were a player. So then the girls that you were attracted to, they would talk to you and flirt with you and like, yeah, I think you're just a player, because you're a good-looking guy. You must have a bunch of girlfriends. So I would miss
Hang on a
out
second.
on
There
really
you go.
quality women because of girls that would get their feelings hurt because I wasn't attracted to them.
Gotcha.
What a tangled web.
Yeah, really, that's rough. Thanks for checking in.
That sounds so snarky,
Look at
Roxanne.
Roxanne being all
No,
sarcastic.
I wasn't. It does. It sounds like a Lifetime movie. Like it sounds like seriously, like an after-school special.
A couple. Let me
Special about a player,
Let
man.
me, let me grab a couple more. Anonymous in Carrollwood Village. Hello,
like
Anonymous. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
MJ, is this you? Can I tell you the story? I used to get hit on by my first grade Catholic school teachers. They would tell my mother all the time. My nickname is Pretty Privilege. I went for a
Hold on. Your nickname is Pretty. What? And you want to be anonymous? You won't give us your first name?
like pretty. Yeah, well, I'm not telling you my first name. So anyway, I went
Heard
for a
about you,
sandwich
pretty privileged. We know who you are now. You outed yourself.
All right, go ahead.
So anyway, listen, I've had this most of my life, and I'm 66 years old now, and I'm a little bit tatted up and everything. Listen to this. We went to a store by your house, MJ, in South Tampa last Saturday night in that new Mid-Village thing. And I was
Midtown.
Midtown. I was with my wife at Whole Foods, right?
Yep.
So as we're there, I got a bunch of tattoos on my neck, and I'm still a little bit cute, right? The girl behind the counter dropped the change and was talking to me and would not even look at my wife. Now, my wife's very nice looking. She just rolls her eyes on this. Plus, she's a manager at the mall, right? And she works with a lot of young people. And I'm from Brooklyn, and the girls, they like guys from Brooklyn that have a little bit of, a little bit of whatever. So anyway, the girls are always asking my wife, when is your cute husband from Brooklyn coming in? And it just blows her mind, But I was a baseball player. I came down here to play baseball, and this is the first time since Ted Webb that I've ever called into the radio station.
Yeah, good old Ted. Hey, thank you. Listen.
Anyway, yeah. Well, I'm always getting hit on that, and it kind of bothers me. But it really is true that people that are pretty in this world, are a little bit pushed ahead. I remember being in college. I went to Queens College with a lot of the Yiddish girls. They loved Italian guys, And I was like, one of those Guidos. I had a mustache. I had the slick back hair. I drove a Cadillac. All that, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. And it's like, almost like the Jersey Boys.
By any chance, did you know anybody connected to the Lufthansa heist?
Yes, I'm from Howard Beach.
That's great.
That's all I'm going to say. But they were just local people.
5 million, 6 million, 7 million. No one knows how much money was taken in the overnight heist at JFK. All right, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I knew you did.
I know. But it's been really nice talking to you. And, I think it's just funny that as soon as it came on, I looked at my son. I'm dropping my son over to work, and he said, Dad, that's your nickname. And I go, I got to call up the show. Give me the number.
Pretty privileged.
He gave me the number. I called.
Awesome. Hey, call us again, Anonymous. Thank you. All right, 2 more. Vanessa in St. Pete. Vanessa, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, pretty privilege. Have you been one of these individuals that's so hot it's been a problem?
Well, not so hot, but when I was younger, I was kind of cute. And I didn't always like to go places with people. I just go by myself. So it became a problem sometimes. So if I were, say, at a bar, I would just sit at a table for 2 and order a draft beer and put it there on the other side of the table. So when guys would come over to talk, I'd say, well, yeah, but I'm waiting for my husband when he gets off duty. And then when they'd say, well, what's he do? It's like, well, he's a dog handler for the state police. And that usually took care of it. and then they always want your number. They always wanted your number. So I would just give them like time and temperature. Or at the time, it was so long ago, there was like a home for unwed mothers. So I would give them that number. And that would make them very happy. And they'd go away. And you just needed to learn how to handle them.
Vanessa, thanks for the call. All right, last call on this. Evan in Orlando. Evan, MJ Morning Show. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, MJ. I'm a longtime listener. Y'all have absolutely the best radio show in the U.S. I love y'all.
Thank you,
Evan.
I just have 3 quick comments. I used to be into photography a lot years ago, and I used to be around a lot of high-paid models. I didn't know anything really about, the professional modeling industry and what models were really like when they were away from the fans and the cameras until I started photographing these high-paid models, and I came to learn a couple things that were surprising. Number one, I learned that most men, not all, but most men, are very intimidated by not only physically beautiful women, but confident women. And when a woman is confident and beautiful, most men are very afraid to approach them, even if they just want to say hello and introduce themselves. They're very scared of women. I don't know if a lot of women know that, but that is true. And I've heard from a lot of women that are professional models, they have a hard time getting dates because a lot of men are too scared to approach them and just ask them out.
That's right.
I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that you've reaffirmed a lot of things that I've heard, and you having that proximity to. Did you ever work with like really well-known models, names we would know?
No. I mean, the highest paid models and the most famous models I've worked around were I worked with about 14 models for about a week, and they were the main models for Hawaiian Tropic.
Yep. Hey, good call, man. Thank you. Just a good little list that he ticked down. And I think a lot of that is what I've heard over the years as well. You like the video? If so, go ahead and click like, share, subscribe, and get more.